Hey y'all, it's Clint with CBMTB. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different that I'm not totally comfortable with. I'm going to tell you about myself because I've had people ask questions. So I'm going to give some answers. We're also going to do a bike check, and at the end of this there's going to be a shreddit from my favorite section of the Van Michael Trail. So I'll try to keep the part about myself pretty quick, and then we'll move on to the bike. So my name's Clint. I live in Woodstock, Georgia. I'm 46 years old. I'm married. My wife's name is Shannon, and I've got twin boys, Ian and Sean, and they're 14 years old, and next year they're starting 9th grade. They're going to be high schoolers, so that really makes me feel old. So I started mountain biking in my late teens or early 20s, and I did that for a good, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years or so. And then on my way to work at the fire department one day, I had a car accident, and I spent a week at Grady, 4 months in a wheelchair, and then a year and a half on light duty before I could go back to full duty with the fire department. And during that time, we had the boys. So life kind of got in the way, and I took a break from mountain biking for a while and had to heal up and all of that. I started back mountain biking back in April of 2020. I mean, the pandemic hit. Everybody started mountain biking and, riding, doing anything they could to get outside because they were all stuck at home. And I was just like everybody else. But I had some other goals in mind too. My wife and I had gotten overweight over the last few years, and so we decided to do something about it. And we started keto in January of 2020. I've lost 80 pounds, and my wife has lost 55 pounds. And mountain biking has been a part of that journey as well, and that's the activity I've chosen to do because, one, it's not as harsh on my joints as running. Because I've got a plate and 9 screws in my left foot, so running really just kills my foot. And I also have a bar in my left arm with 11 screws, and then my right knee has a screw, and then that's it for the broken bones and screws. Let's see, what else have I got in here? I had to make myself some notes. So I'm retired from the fire department from DeKalb County. Which is part of the city of Atlanta, sits in DeKalb County, and DeKalb is part of the metro area. But I live up in Woodstock, which is a little north of Atlanta. I'm a freelance photographer now. I shoot a lot of sports, things like Spartan, Tough Mudder, and other obstacle course races. And I also shoot larger events. Soon I'm going to be going to Greensboro to shoot the NCAA D3 outdoor track and field nationals. I've shot the swimming nationals for them before, that kind of stuff. I also do fine art photography and portraiture, and I'm represented by a gallery in Canton called Menagerie on Main. They've got a lot of other artists up there, and I've got my fine art photography up there as well. So let's see, we covered surgeries and all that kind of stuff, and weight loss and all that. Alright, so why did I start this channel? Well, when I started mountain biking, I was looking for trails to ride that were local and kind of wanted to figure out which trails I could ride with my skill level and fitness level, as I had to increase that. I already had some skills from previous riding, but they were a little rusty, and so I did take a class. And what else did I do? Yeah, I watched videos. That's it. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. And so my kids saw me watching YouTube videos, and they were like, "Dad, you should start your own YouTube channel." So I did. Might as well. I'm out there riding, and it's actually pretty fun. I've been wanting to learn how to do video and edit and that kind of thing, so I really enjoy it, and it gives me a good excuse to go out and ride new trails. And I want other people to experience those trails, see that they're able to ride them, because I'm not an expert rider. I'm not a shredder like hardcore. I'm not going out and riding double black diamonds and huge jump trails and stuff. Maybe one day I'd like to get skillful enough to do that, but not right now. I'm sort of just the average rider. So I want other people to know what they're capable of on these trails. And yeah, okay, so maybe the trail's hard, you have to walk around some things, but at least you've got an idea of what is available out there for you to ride. So I give you some of my inspiration for the YouTube channel. Are some of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of them, and that's BKXC, the single track sampler, Burn Peak, BC POV, and the Lone Ranger. I've also started watching Reckless Riders and Outsider MTB because I'm taking a road trip to California, and those guys show a lot of video of their rides in California, and it's pretty cool. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, that's cool. So we're talking about skills. So yes, I did take a class, and then I've had a couple of private lessons, and in a future episode I'm going to take you along with me on one of those lessons with my coach Shayna Powell, so we'll talk about her in that episode. But on one of my videos, I think it was on the Narnia video, somebody noticed the way that I grip my handlebars, and I was leaving my thumbs up on the lever for the dropper post and the shifter levers and not really gripping the bar all the way. So he sent a note to me, made a comment, and I've actually made a change, and it's made me a better rider. I've got better control of steering, and I can actually go a little faster. It gave me a little more confidence because I had better control, and so I can ride faster. So if any of you guys see things that would make me a better rider, or advice that you have, feel free to drop it in the comments down below, and I love that kind of stuff. Anything that can help me out. And I'll try to do the same, to help you guys out too if I, come across some idea or something I found to do that. So let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, here we go. So I've got an action-packed summer. So I've been filming video pretty heavily here lately, and I'm probably about 3 months ahead. I drop a video every week, and I think I've got about 12 weeks of video that's ready to drop over the next 12 weeks, because I'm going to be gone most of the summer. I'm a scoutmaster, or assistant scoutmaster rather, with my boys' troop. So the second week of June, we're going to summer camp. I'll be home for a day and a half, and then the whole family leaves for a 3-week road trip. We're going to drive from Woodstock, Georgia, all the way to Southern California and back. And along the way, we're going to stop and see the sights and explore. I'm going to do some riding, so I'll be taking my bike with me. I do plan on stopping in Angel Fire Bike Park in New Mexico, so we'll give that a ride. And hopefully I'll bring back some good video for you from there. And then I'll do a pretty good bit of riding while I'm in Southern California for a week. And then I hope to make a few other stops, maybe Durango, and get some riding in. So we'll see. I hope to have some good video from that. And I also want to show you that you can take a family road trip and mountain bike, even if you're the only mountain biker. But we'll see how it goes. There may be some trials and tribulations along the way. So when I get back from that road trip, hopefully I'll have a bunch of cool video for you. Alright, well that's enough about me. Let's talk about my bike. Currently I'm riding a 2020 Orbea Occam H10 aluminum frame bike in size medium. The Orbea Occam is a hydroformed aluminum frame bike with a Fox 34 float performance fork with 140 millimeters of travel, and a Fox float DPS performance rear shock with 140 millimeters of travel. I replaced the original stock aluminum shock bolt with a steel one because there had been some problems with those breaking. And then the dropper post was Orbea's own OC2 dropper post with 150 millimeters of travel. It has a Shimano XT crankset, but I've swapped out the original chain ring to an absolute black 32 tooth oval chain ring. It has Shimano XT shifters, XT derailleur, and a Shimano CS M7100 12-speed cassette. The brakes are Shimano Dior M6120 hydraulic disc brakes with 180 mil rotors. I'm currently rolling on 29-inch DT Swiss M1900 wheels with DT Swiss hubs. And then besides the oval chain ring, the only other upgrades that I have made are the Spank Spike 35 Vibracore handlebars with a 25 millimeter rise, and they're trimmed down to 770 millimeters width. And then for grips, I'm running Death grips, and then my saddle is a WTB Speed Saddle, which is actually a really comfortable saddle. And then my pedals are HT Nano pedals, and I took out the 8mm pins and put in 10mm pins for a little better grip on my shoes. And then currently for tires, I've got a Maxxis Minion DHF on the front and a Maxxis Assegai on the rear. both in the EXO casing, and both are set up tubeless. So that's my bike. And what I'll do is I'll put links down in the description below to all the relevant things, all the upgrades I've made, and to Orbea's website. Eventually I might do some product reviews, probably one on the oval chainring and probably one on the bars. Yeah, because they've made some big difference in the way I ride and how I feel when I ride. So I'll probably do some of those. Alright, so now for the fun part, let's do the shreddit. So what I did is I filmed a little shreddit, mostly because I'm trying to learn how to edit better and do that kind of stuff, and you know, get better at video. So I used a couple of GoPros in different spots and shot video of my favorite section of Van Michael Trail, and it's from the counterclockwise direction from the top. Starts out with a drop and a couple of jumps and a big berm turn and jump, so it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the shreddit. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about me and my bike, and I hope that you guys get a chance to go out this week and enjoy the ride.